Man throws baseball near prison fence and then pretended to pick up something. He brazenly crossed the line, right to the edge of the fence, looked around at both ends of the fence. This is the blind spot of the watchtower. But suddenly a German patrol spotted him. The man puts his hands up, bet he was just picking up something. But later that night, the man came here again. He leaned against the barbed wire and took out his pliers. He managed to escape from here, but he didn't expect it. The next day, the man returned to the prison. It turned out that the man's escape was intentional, because the prison is preparing for a mass escape. They were going to dig a tunnel directly to the woods outside the prison, but they needed to know all the terrain around the prison. And before that, there were strange escapes from the prison every day. There were loggers pretending to be lumberjacks in the workforce, hiding in the back of a lorry. But these simple tricks have been seen by the doormen, and they all knew there was no way to break out. But even so, they didn't stop for a second to paralyze the enemy guards, with so many people escaping together. So they had to think of every detail they could think of in advance, and they have every possible countermeasure for that. All the inmates in the prison are under their mobile surveillance. When it was time to start digging the tunnels, in order to mask the sound of the hammering, there's a sledgehammer on the outside to cover them, and the men inside will have to time it just right, both sides dropping at the same time. That way, they won't get caught in the whirlpool. But to dig such a long tunnel, it's also a problem to dispose of the excavated soil. The soil in the tunnels is dark in color. The soil on the surface is light in color. It's easy for the guards to find it, but there's strength in numbers. A fellow inmate invented a storage bag that can fit through your trousers, and it's easy to open and close. It's easy to remove the soil. There are so many people in prison. Every day, everyone goes out and takes a little bit with them. The mates quickly mix up the dirt outside. When they go out for exercise, they all took the dirt with them, and they'd sneak out onto the yard. No one would even notice. As they dug deeper and deeper into the tunnels, the lack of oxygen was a big problem. They even built a special blower, but the pipes weren't long enough. They had a group of people outside singing, and the guys inside used the singing to cover up their banging, making the pipes. Everything was going well. And then something even more troubling happened. One of the inmates was digging a tunnel. The tunnel collapsed. A fellow inmate quickly stepped forward. He was able to pull him out of the tunnel in time. This was the third time. As the tunnels get longer and longer, they need more and more planks, but they've used up all the wood in the prison. They had no choice. They had to remove the wall panels that couldn't be seen, the roof and the beds. And so the day of their success drew nearer and nearer, and everyone relaxes, planning the time to get ready for the escape. But then something unexpected happened. The guards found a tunnel in their house.